Hello, my name is Lara Tarek from the grade of 11g-1. Today, I'll be talking about some discoveries in the field of physical chemistry, which affected our daily life and activities in a positive way. So let's move on to learn more about it. Discoveries in physical chemistry have changed the way we live. The subject's contribution to biology, medicine, engineering, and agriculture, among many sectors, has provided us with new technologies that have transformed the way we eat, communicate, and fight diseases and injuries. Starting off, I will state some important points and facts about physical chemistry. First question: what is the meaning of physical chemistry? Basically, it's a branch of chemistry dealing with the relations between the physical properties of substances and their chemical composition and transformations. Second question: what is the importance of physical chemistry in our daily life? Physical chemistry is essential for understanding the other branches of chemistry. For example, it provides a basis for understanding the thermodynamic influences. And the final question is, who's the father of physical chemistry? His name is Wilhelm Ostwald. First discovery, which is the Taxol. You might not have heard of Taxol, but really you should have. It is one of the most effective treatments of cancer in the world. This drug works by preventing cells from dividing, which ultimately leads to the death of cells. For cancer, whose cells divide very rapidly, Taxol is like a poison. It was discovered back in the 1960s when Murray Wall and Mansequani were collecting tree samples as a part of a U.S. National Cancer Institute project to find new substances with which to fight cancer. These two medicinal chemists sampled, among many other trees and plants, the Pacific key tree and found within it a substance that is toxic to cells. They called it paclitaxel, and over the next decades it underwent a systematic laboratory research before it was finally used on patients in 1992. Since then, the paclitaxel has proved to be so effective that the environmental campaigners have become worried about the danger to the Pacific key tree of the drug's production. These days, people are studying the existence of the chemical in different biological sources. The second discovery, which is the polythene, which is an accidental innovation or discovery. Most common plastic objects, from water pipes to food packaging, are forms of polythene. The 80 million tons of the stuff that is made each year is the result of two accidental discoveries. The first occurred in 1898 when the German chemist Hans von Pechmann, while investigating something quite different, noticed a waxy substance at the bottom of his tube. Along with his colleagues, he investigated and discovered that it was made up of very long molecular chains, which they termed polymethylene. However, the method they used to make their plastic wasn't particularly practical, so much like the penicillin story. No progress was made for some considerable time. In 1933, an entirely different method for making the plastic was discovered by chemists at the now defunct chemical company, which stands for ICI. They were working on a high-pressure reactions and noticed the same waxy substance as von Pechmann. At first, they failed to reproduce the effect until they noticed that in the original reaction, oxygen has leaked into the system. Two years later, ICI had turned this serendipitous discovery into a practical method for producing the common plastic that, I am sure, It is within easy reach of you now. And now my last discovery is the most resistant metal in the world. Scientists from Sandia National Laboratories have developed a platinum gold alloy, considered to be the most wear-resistant metal in the world. Platinum gold alloy is 100 times more durable than high-strength steel. This discovery can be used in electronics. Thanks to the properties of the material, the components of the devices could be reliable and long-lasting. Researchers see the potential in applications, both in large aircraft systems and wind turbines, as well as in mobile phones, and in addition to that, we have the radars. To conclude, physical chemistry is essential to understanding the other branches of chemistry and how the world runs. In addition to that, it provides a basis for understanding many things that are related not just to chemistry, but to everything, including science and daily life activities. It is also an essential component of the interpretation of techniques of investigations and their findings. It is really helpful, and it really helped us in discovering many important things. And in my own opinion or point of view, I think that without physical chemistry, none of these developments, technologies, and discoveries will be found today. And our life activities and experiments will be much harder. But luckily, we have it in our life to provide us every single day with a new discovery and investigation.